The event literally just finished and we're waiting on the new chapter. If you're watching this video like a week later, you definitely know what happened, but I'm definitely not here to summarize it for you. But simply put, what I'm going to be talking to you about in this video is the angles that you should know and be up to date with by the time the new chapter comes out. So when this new thing releases, you're going to be able to know all the angles and how to play box fights correctly, because I'm going to show you specific examples that I got before the season or before the chapter even ended. Quick reminder to at least use somebody's code when you're buying the battle pass. But if you do want to support, don't forget to use code KenBeans in the item shop, and don't forget throughout any point in time in this video, if you want to buy the merch, the link's going to be down below. I'm not spoiling anything, but I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. I can't guarantee it, right? But I strong-heartedly believe that box fighting is still going to be relatively the same. I believe these exact angles that are going to be in this video are going to stay around in Fortnite for a very long time. When you get window edits on someone just like this, every single time I'm in this position, you never really want to stay directly in the center of the stair. Even though I'm staying to the far left side as humanly possible, this is still a right-hand peek for both of us. No matter how you're talking about it though, it does make you a harder target to hit, and the more justified you are to the left, the harder it is going to be for the guy to shoot you back. Here's an angle that I started playing a while back that's very up to date. Whenever you have 2 or more boxes like this, if someone's attacking the top of your box, what I did was I wait for him to swing his pickaxe, I edited it open, and then shot him as I placed the wall in the other box. This same exact situation happened again where there's a window edit, but I hugged the very far left side before even worrying about shooting him. This made it so he missed the shot, probably couldn't even see me, and then I sat in front of this wall baiting him as I was ready to shoot, place a build, and block his shot. That entire play, he probably thought he was in control for at least a little bit, but in fact, I was the person that was doing all the damage. Here's a very unique situation that you're definitely going to see a lot more in chapter 3. After I got cracked here, notice how I backed up, I placed a wall, but also had the cone flipped into a stair. I used his aggression against him by waiting for him to try and take that build piece so I could reset it and get a nice right-hand peek behind this window edit. Always try to play as far as possible to get really good angles in box fights. This guy had a god play and he went for some piece control. Notice how I'm playing angles around the builds where he thinks he's trying to piece control me. The second he gets this wall, he tries to set up a right-hand peek, so I make it harder for him by extending the angle more. You see how I move slightly to the right side and then last second I jump back to the left. Now we're in downtime, I can't show you in creative, so I'm gonna explain it. I know for a fact that lots of people do this in Fortnite. When you have a clear right-hand peek on someone, you'll extend your right-hand peek thinking that they're not gonna move back and just jump at you. So simply put, whenever someone has a right-hand peek on you, make it so they have to extend out a far amount and then just jump right at them really quickly. Then after that, I went in for some smooth piece controls, stayed behind my right-hand peek, played a beautiful angle, and finished up the kill. Lots of people don't know that you want to bait them to expose themselves and then jump at them last second. It's a very big mind game that helps you get a lot of kills in Fortnite. Here's me in a box fight. Keep in mind I'm on new binds, so I'm not really that good at the game right now, but I'm in this box fight and I'm stressing like beyond belief. You see how I confirmed this edit? I ducked, I actually crouched. Notice how I'm crouching in my box fights. I use the cone as protection and get a beautiful shot. Doing this at a slow pace helped me line up where the guy was and give me time to think in this box fight. You should definitely start crouching as you're trying to get angles in Fortnite because it helps you so much, but it's such a little thing. Here's an example of a very bad angle to play, and I shouldn't have done this. I need to start confirming edits when I'm absolutely behind cover. Right here, I opened up this entire thing and this guy got a beautiful pre-fire on me and took a lot of damage off. I got the kill nonetheless, but if you want to be really good at this game, it's going to be the little things like this, especially for the next chapter. This is one amazing angle that every single person needs to start doing in their box fights. Whenever the person doesn't have a wall in front of them, just lean against the wall like with your shoulder so that by the time they open up, you shove a wall right in their face and they won't have any chance to shoot you. That's how I was able to turn this fight around with no shotty and get the kill. So make sure you abuse it the second you're able to start playing because this is super valuable. One beautiful move that I always like to do, I just talked about how you shove builds in people's box. That's when people feel most confident attacking your box from the top. That's exactly what I did to this guy, but instead, as I was about to confirm the edit, I placed 2 quick cones so he can't place anything in my box, and then I edit open the top and shoot him. I missed the shot, but that's a beautiful angle. Nonetheless, when I placed the wall, notice how I edited it before he even edited his wall. That makes it so I'm already behind the right-hand peak, and all I have to do is wait for him to edit open, I shoot him and reset, and he won't have any chance to shoot me back. If you do this really quick, especially if you have score or reset, it's GG. That's my favorite box fighting move, hands down. The only reason why this angle worked right here is because one, I had this guy flustered, but he could have pre-fired me so bad. What saved me was completely dodging straight to the left before I even worried about shooting this guy, and then I finished up the kill after I cracked him. I'm not sure if there's going to be spicy chugs, peppers in the new chapter, but if there is, this is the best, single-handed best time to have great angles on people. I made this guy look completely lost by just moving around the box constantly by using my pepper. Every time someone gets a crack on you, they always try try and piece control. The second he shoots me, I run right to the right and try and get an angle on him. Once I cracked him, I tried to completely change up my direction to find a new angle. Then once he got above me, I knew that he would try and go for piece control again because we're both kind of one shot here. I ran this guy through a complete ringer and ended up killing him when he didn't even know where I was. If that's not the definition of playing angles, I'm not sure what is. Here's a very unique angle, but not necessarily for shooting, but the build pieces. You see how we're separated by two walls here? What I did was throw the cone and then I tried to jump up over. Placing the cone first stops the guy from going the height and allows me to set up some smooth piece control shots. This particular edit in this situation was absolute trash. This was not a good angle. A very common way I shoot someone, he launches into my box. I say this every vid, but I'm piece controlling behind the window edit and I can't be shot. Lots of players play this angle, especially when they're not that talented. When someone grabs a wall, be patient and run to the right hand peak before you make the edit. Don't be like this guy and just sit there in the open because the person just like me is going to wait to shoot you first. That is essentially a trade, and that's not how you want to go about playing Fortnite. Then I just switch to my pickaxe, I switch back to my shotgun, he comes charging at me and I finish up the kill. That's an angle where you wait for people to make the edit and then you shoot them back. I'm high walling, but I had to stay a little bit exposed to try and get the cones up and down. In this situation, I decided to go for it. I cracked him and reset right away. The angle I want to talk about is he's spraying his P90, so I'm running forward so that I could shoot him and place a new wall again. Something you need to start doing in chapter 3 is swapping places with people when they start spraying at you. Especially in a situation like this, you'll shoot them and they won't even know where you are as you're already piece controlling. Here's a quick example of playing a little bit of a very exposed angle, but I placed the cone first and then went with the floor edit. It's about baiting people to think that they're going to get piece control. So I place the cone, they're already exposed and they have no time to leave. So that's when I make the edit and shoot him. Now he's one box above me and I'm playing really bad because I don't know my binds too well. But when I did the window edit, I got the cone above his head. So all I had to do was jump up, shoot him and reset, and he's not going to be able to really predict that too well. In the next chapter, again, you need to get used to trying piece controlling people that are one layer above you. Don't just worry about one layer in front of you, but above you, below you, all angles. I'm playing an angle where I'm in line of two different walls. So no matter which wall this guy makes an edit on, I'll be able to place my own wall before he even shoots me. That's what makes attacking a box fight like this have the god angle. This is one of the people from my chat. His name is Danny and he was piecing me up. He wasn't stream sniping, but he was bodying me. This is why I like to have space in a box fight, because playing an angle like this is so good. If someone's running and trying to exploit into your tarp, all you have to do is hug a right hand peek to a spot where they won't be able to place any builds here. I shoot him and reset, and this is how I get the heavy damage shot back and not take any damage. Nonetheless, to play a different angle this time, because now he's expecting me to be on the same wall, what I did was run to the opposite side, and I should have been a little bit more protective here. Should have played a little bit more to the left. I overexposed myself too much, especially when I was weak, but we did get the kill. I can't explain to you my excitement for the new chapter, and I have no idea what's going to happen yet. I've seen a few leaks here and there, but I'm still stoked because I don't know what's going on. It's really hard for me not to watch the leaks, especially when it's literally all over my recommended page. I follow every single streamer, YouTube creator when it comes to Fortnite. I do know a little bit, but I haven't seen everything. There's going to be tons of new content coming around everywhere. I got 100 build fighting tips and tricks vid. I'm going to leave that link below, especially for the new chapter. You definitely want to keep up to date on build fighting. Don't forget to use someone's code for the battle pass. I freaking love you guys, and I will see you in the new chapter. Deuces. Peace.